Hello and welcome to the Carlisle Ambassadors Update. It's been an interesting year, hasn't it, really? And you know, from my previous introduction, how much we've been supporting Carlisle Ambassadors and our members and through COVID and chatting with people and supporting them. I think that's a big reflection on how it's grown in the last 12 months because our last meeting, you know, we had 250 members, we've now got 311 and all different trades are joining the ambassadors. Trades, people, retail, we've had lots of different kinds of members join in the last 12 months, which is absolutely fantastic, and it's constantly growing as well. Lots of sole traders, lots of bigger companies. It's a real mix of people who are joining in the last 12 months and supporting ambassadors, and I think that just shows that there is a need for that support in Carlisle. And people have been using the groups a lot more to promote the businesses, and that's been amazing to see what kind of businesses are in Carlisle as well. It's been a real eye-opener in the last 12 months. So the other thing that I want to talk about is the Small Business Support Group, which I set up last May, thinking we'd probably only have about 100 members of that group. I think we're now nearly at 4,300 members. People have said it's been an absolute lifeline for them. We've been able to put information about grants in there, signpost them to business advice, help, support, and people have got business from it as well. And we've helped to nurture new businesses. It's been a real lifeline, and anybody can join it. It's free, and that's on Facebook, and it's called Small Business Support Carlisle. But it's just, you know, that also shows that there's a need of business support as well again in Carlisle. And on the back of that group, I went for funding from the High Street Fund and managed to get some funding for mentoring and business support, and also a directory which is called Buy Local Carlisle, and that's www.buylocalcarlisle.co.uk. So basically what we did just before Christmas, we operated like a mentor programme, and that's has seen just more than 60 businesses sign up in a month, and we're gradually getting through them. So it's free 3 hours worth of support for Carlisle businesses. You have to be based in Carlisle, and your head office has to be in Cumbria. And that's seen a lot of businesses and a lot of feedback, positive feedback, and how we've helped people in Carlisle. The business directory went live about 2 weeks ago, and that's got something like nearly 270 people have listed on there. And it's an interactive site as well, so you know, I don't put it on it, you put it on yourself, and you can alter it, and you can put job adverts in there as well, and that's been really helpful, and hopefully we've got plans to promote that moving forward. And we have got some more funds now for the mentor programme as well, so if you want to have any help and support from the Buy Local programme, Buy Local Carlisle programme, then get in touch with me, and we can put you forward. There's an application form online, and we can put you forward for 3 hours worth of mentoring as well. I can talk about Buy Local Carlisle all day, but I think it's better if you get somebody who's actually been through the programme and completed the programme to talk about it. So today I'd like to introduce Leslie Winter from Cuman English and Maths Carlisle, and she'll talk about how the programme's helped her and helped her business. As a new business, she's in a brand new business as well, and hopefully you'll get a flavour of how you know we can help you in the future.
Thanks for that, Michelle. Hello, I'm Leslie from Cuman Maths and English Carlisle, and we offer a tuition service based near the Big Asda in Carlisle. Although since lockdown, obviously, we've been supporting students on Zoom. We got open just before the first lockdown, and so we've supported students on Zoom since then, and we're looking forward to being able to open in April to do centre sessions face-to-face as well as Zoom for families who want it. Before I talk about Buy Local, I just wanted to explain how we're different to other tuition services, if that's what you're looking for. Cuman is part of a national brand which has over 650 centres around the country. And having been a primary teacher for over 20 years, I could see there was a need for this kind of tuition in this area for children. As often in class, you have children who find it hard to be resilient, they give up at the first time they come across something difficult. And Cuman, as well as helping them raise their academic ability, helps them learn how to be persistent, resilient, not give up, all those soft skills that they need for life. And that's what parents say is really good for their children at school. So as I say, we opened just before the lockdown, and I was really pleased to be able to join Carlisle Ambassadors, and spoke to Michelle, and she's been really, really helpful, always at the end of a phone, nothing's ever too much trouble. And then I got the opportunity to have 3 hours free mentor training by Carlisle Ambassadors, and I jumped at the chance because sitting in a little room on your own is very isolating during lockdown when your staff are on furlough. I was lucky to have Matthew Curtis as my mentor, who was fabulous. Nothing was too much trouble for him. We spaced our 3 hours out so that I could have some actions to work on in between, and then we could review and see what had helped try and build brand awareness during lockdown. That was just such a fabulous opportunity to think that he gave all his time and expertise for free for me, my little business, to help it grow. And I can't praise Carlisle Ambassadors enough, and the Buy Local. I've just signed up to the Buy Local directory, which is fantastic, another way to promote your business. And being part of Carlisle Ambassadors, if you're not already, it's definitely worth it for all the businesses supporting each other locally. And definitely sign up to get some mentoring advice. Nobody's ever knows everything, and we can always use some expertise of everybody else.
Just talk a little bit about young Carlisle Ambassadors. Unfortunately, because of COVID, we've had to put young Carlisle Ambassadors a little bit on hold. We did have a meeting in between, last year. The reason that is because Carlisle College is closed, who are one of our main partners, and some of the people who are on Carlisle Ambassadors programme with us have actually changed roles. So they weren't in the role that they were in before. So we were actually waiting now until we actually get back together again in April, and we'll meet up. We have booked the city centre for the 25th of September. With fingers crossed, we can go ahead with the Talent Connect event. But the young ambassadors have got a little bit of a new role as well. They are now more of a consultation role with the town deal. So we're actually asking their opinions, and their opinions get fed into the town deal, which is great. So if you know anybody who's aged from 12 to 25, let us know. And if they're willing and want to get involved in the next online event, that's absolutely fine. And before we can meet up, and we'll meet up and they can come to the meetings and get involved. And it's great to have a younger person's opinion as well. So I think that's it really, because I've been keeping everybody informed with newsletters and our social media about Carlisle Ambassadors. And obviously last year we had loads of events planned, because one of our roles is to promote Carlisle out of county and to shout about what great things we have in Carlisle. So we had lots of events planned for last year. So hopefully when we get back again, we will be doing that. It'll probably be next year now, but hopefully we'll get back on track and we'll start promoting Carlisle out of county. At the Lakes Hospitality Show, for example, and the Liverpool shows with shout events, and the Manchester one. So we will do that again. And we always come to membership to ask for leaflets and information, and then we help promote you as well while we're down there. But thank you so much for listening, and I will now hand you over to our next speakers, and I will hopefully see you soon.